Talking with Dr. Isabel from Doctoronamission.com. And well, this next question is about getting older. And I suppose as a population generally, we're living longer. And one of the, well, I suppose perceived side effects of getting older is our memory starts to go. And this question from Jonathan in Wellington: can we prevent Alzheimer's, or is it just something that happens? Does it happen to everyone? Is it preventable?
Most Alzheimer's is preventable, believe it or not. And the more I see people get Alzheimer's earlier and earlier in their 60s, it's blowing my mind because it's so preventable. Have you heard about the study from the Mankato nuns in Minnesota?
No. Sounds great.
It was a great study. There are these wonderful nuns, and I'm not going to tell you have to become a nun to prevent Alzheimer's,
Good.
okay?
I don't think I qualify.
Yeah, and this is not a joke. This is a real study.
Yeah.
So there are these nuns in Minnesota, and they live to be late 90s, early 100s, and none of them ever die of Alzheimer's. None of them get it. And so this epidemiologist, which is somebody who studies a population of people, asked, can I study you? And so they were studied for 20 years. You want to know what they found?
No, tell me.
When they donated their brains didn't have, they were the brains of 20-year-olds.
Wow.
And none of them had Alzheimer's.
Can I have a guess on this one? Is it the spiritual lifestyle? Is it the spiritual disciplines and I suppose the simple aesthetic lifestyle of being a nun? Did that contribute to their mental health?
It's one of the positive contributors, but there's a couple.
Yep.
One is, yes, of course, they had a love for God and they had a wonderful relationship with God. But number two, they served.
Oh.
They served the world. Number three is they learned something new every year. So in their 80s and in their 90s, they were learning new languages.
Wow.
Yeah. Can you imagine? And, you know, like for me, I want to win a tango competition in my 90s. My husband's got to start training for it, but that's one of the things we're training for. And then the other thing is they ate clean food. You know, they worked in the garden and they ate really clean. And this is what's really interesting is they did things that stretched their brain. Like they did puzzles. They would do puzzles,
Sudoku.
Yeah, that one.
That one, yeah.
That word. And then they'd also do crossword puzzle, all those types of things.
So just like we exercise our body, exercising our minds, mental agility, that's something we can train that can prevent conditions such as Alzheimer's.
Yes, absolutely. And just one more little tidbit. None of them were overweight because studies have indicated the bigger we are, the bigger our waistline, the smaller our brain. The bigger our waistline, the smaller our brain.
Wow.
Scary!
That's almost enough to scare me onto the treadmill, and certainly look at, my lifestyle and perhaps exercising my mind more. Is it the take-home point for Jonathan today? What can we do today to help us have healthier minds in our 80s and 90s?
Don't be afraid to learn something new. Don't be afraid to push yourself. Do puzzles. John Maxwell's got this wonderful saying, and he says, if you are growing, you will always be out of your comfort zone. So be out of your comfort zone, because know that you're stretching your brain and you're not going to get Alzheimer's. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me on that last teaching session. I know that it will serve and add value to you and get you equipped with back pocket principles so that you're not confused anymore. Now, I've got a little present for you. Well, it's actually a huge present. It's like my best stuff. If you want, and I know you will, go to Doctor on a Mission and press the tab that says Free Healthy Living Formula. And you will get all this information. I mean, this stuff is my best stuff so that you know exactly what to eat, what to drink, how to exercise, and you know what? It's just amazing. You see, my whole goal is to do the homework for you, spend the money, and then condense it so that I can bring to you condensed, snackable bits of information so that you're not spending and wasting time, because I know it is very confusing out there. Now, Did you notice that during the teaching session there were no commercials, like for drugs or food or underwear? Well, that's because I don't have anybody to sponsor me. I actually choose that. I am self-sponsored. And the reason I'm self-sponsored is because you, the tribe at Doctor on a Mission, is just sharing this with your family and friends. And I want to thank you for that. It's because you're able to do that, we're able to not be sponsored. We don't have to be sponsored. So feel free to send more people to doctoronamission.com. That's our homepage. And they can check out our online courses. They can check our other courses, our coaching courses. They can check out Facebook Live programs that I do for free. They can be educated on YouTube Live. There's so much yummy nutrition at Doctor on a Mission homepage. So thank you for sharing with your family and friends. I really love you for doing that. You rock. We are just gonna, you know what we're gonna do? We are gonna cause an epidemic of health around the world because of what you're doing. So thank you. Okay, so until next time, go out there, let's make a difference. Let's love unconditionally and let's forgive frequently. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.